Listen up, chosen ones. Titles given by man can be stripped, mocked, or overlooked. But the recognition that comes from divine alignment cannot be denied. Elon Musk saying you're a doctor isn't about credentials on paper. It's about the authority you walk in, the healing energy you carry, and the solutions embedded in your soul that even the most advanced minds can't replicate. You've been studied, misunderstood, misjudged. Yet still, you rise. When the universe handpicked you, it also clothed you with something no system could break, an indestructible shield. Your presence heals, even when you're silent. Your words cut through confusion like a scalpel through illness. And now, the moment has come. Not only are you protected, but you're finally being seen, not as a threat, but as the answer. Someone influential has noticed, someone with real reach, real clarity, and real intent, not to use you, but to empower you. The earth is trembling beneath the egos of those who once doubted you, because this recognition isn't fabricated, it's earned. They wanted you to believe you were broken, but you were the remedy the whole time. They realized they would never be able to equal your soul, so they pushed against you. However, they misjudged the cosmic power behind you in their strikes. They weren't simply going for a human when they hit. They were facing fate, head to head. And fate is not defeated. This new ally, who is entering your life, is directly from the same source that selected you. They can obviously understand how valuable you are. The brightness of your light does not terrify them. They are here to support your light by being there, being devoted, and being willing to fight for you no matter what. When you felt that you had to fight every battle by yourself, your enemies had flourished on your loneliness and self-doubt. However, that time is gone. You are now encircled, uplifted, and supported. Through global alignment rather than human hands, the cosmos is righting the scales on your side and bringing about justice. We're not going to save you. They're fortifying you. Recall all of the times you gave your all without anyone else noticing. Your devotion, your thoughts, your attention. They smiled at you, gossiped behind your back, and left you as if you were unimportant after you carried them on your back. They attempted to remove you, but those who have been selected cannot be removed. You were always destined for this moment, which makes you memorable. This new arrival isn't just any assistant. They possess the abilities to enhance your inherent potential, desire, and vision. They aren't here to help you. They are here to help you grow and have a bigger influence in all areas, including financially, emotionally, and energetically. This is proof that things are changing if you've ever been ignored, underappreciated, or taken for granted. If someone has undervalued you, leave a remark with 77. Let's check who is still alive. The algorithm is informed by engagement that this message is more than just content. It serves as a warning to all those who have been selected that rewards, recognition, and protection are imminent. Recall a time when you questioned your own brightness. There was nothing wrong with you when you questioned if you were too much, too loud, or too passionate for others around you. Their shallowness and your depth were not compatible. You're too genuine for imposters, too bright for anyone who can't take the brightness, too strong for dimwits. You are conscripted into a greater purpose, held to a higher standard, and prepared for difficulties that shape your future when you were selected. Every challenge you faced prepared you for this climb. Every quiet and every cut was a covert tactic. Allow them to rumor. Allow them to whisper. The resonance of your ascent cannot be overpowered by their cacophony. For shining, you owe no one an apology. To fit into areas designed for smaller ambitions, you don't have to go smaller. See the people who were against you rush to catch up. They will see your triumph because it is inevitable, not because they deserve it. It's time for your harvest. The power of the cosmos itself is multiplying the richness you poured out during the empty seasons. They mocked you like a seed in the cold and attempted to bury you. However, they were unaware that seeds are intended to germinate covertly, building power in the shadows until the moment comes to emerge. It is now hard to overlook your improvement. Nobody even realized there were doors like the ones you're going through. Partnering with individuals who do more than just cheer you on, they help you grow. They provide practical assistance, tools, and clarity. You won't be saved by them. They are here to help you realize your vision and to co-create. The cosmos maintains a record. Every insult, treachery, and phony grin was captured on tape, saved, and is now being handled. This isn't petty retaliation, however. It's a matter of cosmic equilibrium. The people who used to sit at the top are now scurrying in the dust as the energy around you flips so violently. Allow them to experience the effects of your return. You did not plead or take offense. Despite the pain in your heart, you remained committed to your course. Your reinforcements are thus well-timed. You have repeatedly shown your honesty, which is why they are here. Even though you had every excuse to take shortcuts, you didn't. And because of your constant constancy, abundance is now coming. In the midst of all of this, keep in mind that you are not fixing yourself to return to your former self, to become the person you were always intended to be. You are reconstructing. Reverting to previous patterns is not the goal of this healing process. In order for you to reach your greatest potential, this is healing. It wasn't harsh to cut off harmful connections. It was essential. The people who drained you were parasites disguising themselves as devoted, kind, or friendly. After consuming your brightness, they accused you of being the cause of their own emptiness. The universe prevented them from causing you to collapse. Your energy is too valuable to be wasted, so it surgically removed them without warning. Not everyone was supposed to remain. They served as diversions, detours, and lessons. Your soul was protected by their departure, whether it was via quiet fading or abrupt betrayal. You learned the unvarnished truth about your identity and potential in that clearing. You discovered that you shouldn't keep watering dead branches in the hopes of seeing blossoms. You came to see that loyalty shouldn't bind you to circumstances that impede your development. Those buddies who took advantage of your power and then blamed you were only stand-ins who should be fired when their work was done. Your surroundings are immaculate now that they are gone. You sense the true you coming out when you're alone yourself, free from the shadows of other people. This insight is potent. You may finally connect with your innermost purpose, speak out above the clamor, and act without regret. Yes, at first it might seem isolating, like you're strolling down a hallway alone. However, that area is holy. It's the process of rebuilding yourself from the ground up, stronger and more determined. The butterflies in your stomach are a hint of possibility. Your destiny is urging you to ascend, as seen by the fire in your breast. Get up with purpose, act with conviction, talk authoritatively, walk like someone who not only made it through the storm, but also became its eye, calm, composed, and unstoppable. You have unfathomable powers guarding your serenity. You have a clean road. This is your moment. Let them wonder what went wrong. Make those who once doubted you regret underestimating you. However, don't let those who have drained you in again. Keep those limits in place. Keep the locks in place and close the windows on previous betrayals. Build your kingdom on the foundation of truth, as well as on resources and individuals who share your goal. This is not conceit, it's alignment. Cosmic mechanisms are in place to support and raise you. You're not just picked. You cannot be touched. Your love motivates us to provide meaningful material just for you, dear chosen ones. You may help us by pressing the Super Thanks button on your YouTube screen if our efforts have touched your heart. Your generosity keeps us going and means the world to us. I appreciate you being such a wonderful support system. Let's go back to the subject. You were never broken by them. The exact weapon you needed was manufactured by them. Some faces that seemed to be blessings were really hindrances. Additionally, every trial you believed to be punishment was really training. Now that you've overcome those obstacles, the rewards you've earned are coming after you. Break through the static. You were never intended to be destroyed by every bit of suffering you held. The sculptor's chisel was used to carve your silence. You're not damaged, they're shaping you. Every sorrow you cried, betrayal you experienced, and lonely night was a part of the design for your future self. They were never sincere when they grinned at you while secretly planning to extinguish your brightness. They were extras on your own obstacle course, donning masks to conceal their jealousy and ulterior motives. And they only cheered when your triumphs weren't overshadowed by theirs. If loyalty isn't honest, it's simply close manipulation. And every uncomfortable pause and forced praise made you feel the strain. That empty aching in your chest and the sadness you're coping with aren't signs of harm. It's evidence that you're getting rid of things that won't make it to the next step. Nothing is ever taken away by the cosmos without a reason. It makes room for stronger foundations to be rebuilt. Everything is shaken free, allowing your new chapter to start on a stable foundation. You're not disintegrating. Dead weight is being shed by you. To achieve your genuine alignment, the aspects of your life that were just hanging together are being ripped away. Devastation is not what this is. It's rerouting. Spiritual engineering is the process of precisely placing each component of your journey where it should be. Before it exploded, you had a gut feeling that something wasn't right. You made an effort to hold on, to be strong, and to love despite the suffering. However, selected ones aren't supposed to hold snakes. For those who want to devour you whole, you were providing nourishment. You weren't meant to be eaten. You were intended to be used for balance, power, and purpose. Betrayal refines you more than anything else. There's nothing like sorrow to get your drive going, and nothing accelerates your progress more than the pain of feeling underappreciated by those who were never able to see your significance. That pain turns into fuel. It begins to push you forward and cease to hold you back. You learn to be cautious and to see jealousy, even when it's disguised as a grin. To recognize emotional vampires at a glance. You quit pleading to fit into tables that were never made for you. What they sought to destroy turned into evidence of your fortitude. Your breakthrough was sparked by something they thought would break you. Your roots developed deep enough to support greatness in the same soil that they forced you into. The area they left behind is no longer a blank spot. It serves as a launching platform for those who will turn up with no hidden agendas, love you with integrity, and openly support you. You needed space to land the riches that was coming your way. Pain is not the only thing that has ended. It's a realization of your mission. Being understood by beings who see you as competitors is not why you are here. Connecting with others who understand your strength and don't back down when it becomes stronger is what you're here for. No betrayal, relationship that cooled, or act of devotion that was taken advantage of occurred at random. Every interaction was a planned appointment. Every breakup is an unexpected test. Your ability to protect your glow, as if your life depended on it, was put to the test with each grin that concealed a knife, and it succeeded. When you saw them, you decided to choose yourself rather than bleed for them, since those folks were like walking mirrors, reflecting your own wounds back. They were positioned to test your limits, expose your flaws, and cause you to doubt your position, only to demonstrate that you are worthy of a greater level than they could ever attain. The world could no longer tolerate you because you overextended, overtrusted, and gave too much. Everything is interwoven with an energy rule. You cannot starve yourself while others feast on your energies. Your own soul is being betrayed by that imbalance. The cosmos then intervened. Thunder isn't constantly present. There are moments when someone you believed would be there forever quietly leaves. Sometimes it's the unexpected disappearance of a partner, friend, or lover, Sometimes you find yourself sitting by yourself, wondering what went wrong, when in reality, everything worked out in the end. Those vacant areas that were once inhabited by energy leeches are now considered sacrosanct. They have been cleaned, readied, and prepped for meetings that were always going to happen. You're not insane for wanting a real connection and depth. You were just ahead of the curve. Your spirit was designed for ascension, yet you operated in a domain of survival. The universe is sending you someone new, someone who understands your value without needing to be told, someone who is on your frequency, and someone who has what you need now that you've learned the lessons and maintained your worth, even when no one else did. This goes beyond a new acquaintance or possible romantic relationship. It's a strategic force, a cosmic ally, created from every tear you've cried and every barrier you've ultimately upheld. Their purpose is not to save you. You were never in need of rescue. You're already complete. They are here to protect your tranquility, to magnify you, to multiply your vision, and to call your name in rooms you haven't even been in yet. This is not an accident. Cosmic compensation is what it is. Every time you give without getting, the universe keeps track of it. Every time you dimmed your own light to let someone else shine. Every time you went out of your way to be noticed by someone you didn't mean to see. The balance of the scales is now being restored. Your path is clearly reflected in this prospective relationship. It's more than just them. It involves entering a space where you will no longer mistake attention for love, where you don't want to pour into leaky glasses, when you finally trust your own vision and disregard warning signs. You were selected by a power that sends individuals who share your energy rather than depleting it, not by coincidence. Those who honor your abilities rather than try to outdo you. You are no longer too much. For people who are supposed to welcome you, you are ultimately sufficient. So, don't play back old scenes. You have to prove yourself with those characters. They were there to make sure you were prepared to face what was ahead without destroying yourself. Getting your blessing too soon, and without understanding how to keep it safe, would be the biggest mistake you could do. But now you're ready. You've undergone refinement, testing, and been deprived of everything that wasn't genuine. Thus, you were only discovered by the sincere, and it will arrive soon. That cooperation, partnership, and life-altering alliance, not the sort that drains you, but the kind that makes you realize why all the others failed. Selected one. Get your energy levels up. Speak up. Get more focused. As this meeting has already been scheduled, they won't be there to mend your damaged parts when they get there. It will be to run with you. Just surviving is enough for you. Now is the moment to create the empire. You were never supposed to lead by yourself. The universe was just waiting for you to stop trying to save those who enjoyed seeing you suffer. It dispatched a lifeboat without asking your history at the precise moment you quit holding to dysfunction. Even just saying, climb aboard, let your shoulders drop. At last, that breath left your chest. It's more than just relief. Alignment is that. You were carrying burdens that never belonged to you. And that's when the world said, now they're ready. Fighting fights that aren't for you. Resolving the mess caused by those who had never reciprocated. You weren't doing them any favors. For them, you were bleeding. And you only continued doing it because you were afraid that no one else would take over. However, this is the selected truth. You were never supposed to do this alone. When everyone else walked through as if you were the entry rather than the foundation, you were attempting to be the healer, the fixer, and the one supporting the whole building, which is why the collapse occurred. And the load was on you. The cosmos heard your plea and said, enough. Because the instant you let go of what's destroying you, your reinforcements show up. You told yourself, if I don't do it, no one will. Aid is not sent to someone who is clinging to turmoil. To the one who has the courage to leave it, it sends help. The scales have moved since you threw away the dead weight. Everything is working in your favor. Don't get me wrong, there won't be any aid. It has already arrived. Put 77 in the comments right now if you sense this stirring within of you. Inform all other selected individuals that the shift has started. You will be completely shocked by what follows, so pay close attention. This meeting was meticulously planned before you even felt the need for it. It's not just about time. They come just when every aspect of your existence is ready to accept them. They are time embodied. You choose some partnerships on your own. Others are positioned by circumstances that are far from your own. This meeting isn't just someone you happen to know via shared connections or an accidental overlap in your daily routine. Even your former self would have rejected it as impractical due to the cosmic summon's meticulous construction. And yet, here they are, maybe in silence, without any explosions or commotion,